Hi everyone, I am Apollonia Ponti, your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com. Today's video is about how to show feelings responsibly. Let's get right into it. This is something that's so common that so many of you men are asking today because it's kind of like you're trying to find the balance on how to show vulnerability but not be needy, how to show your feelings but not coming off too strong, how to show how you want this person to progress in your life and how you feel about them without being too feminine, right? This is something that needs to be addressed and talked about so much more than a lot of other people that are talking about right now. You know, as a dating coach, my job is not to only help you attract women and pick up women, but to give you sustainable results and to flourish into something more than just a one-night stand, or to flourish more into, if you do just want sexual-based relationships, to feel more love for yourself from within, and to get clear on how to cultivate a relationship and healthy relationships. This is not talked about in our modern day society, and we need to talk about it more. So a lot of times showing feelings responsibly comes into when you start to really find yourself attaching or attracting to a woman, right? So I want to be clear before I give you advice, on how you show your feelings responsibly. Because a lot of times I see so much in today's world in relationships is we find someone that we are so intrigued by, and all of a sudden in a week or two, we just want that person to be our girlfriend. We just want that person to be our boyfriend, right? And then we don't understand why they're being hot and cold, or why they're not showing up like they used to, or why they were so all about us in the beginning, and now that I'm all about them, they're doing complete opposite, right? So as human, it's a natural tendency to play it safe. Why? A couple different reasons. Possibly because someone has experienced hurt and pain before and has seen that a sense of fastness is moving in this relationship and might scare that other person away. Or also they can be seen as, if you're moving too fast and not pacing yourself, that you're not secure with yourself and within, which kills attraction. And probably not coming from a place of wholeness, right? And I say this because nothing to shame anyone or anybody, because we're all growing here in life together. But there's a difference between a man that has good energy and a man that has maybe dark energy or confused energy. And as a woman, and not just because I do this for a living, I can tell when a man has good energy and confused energy and possibly bad energy, because it's how you make us feel. And you can say all the same things that this guy came up to us about all the good energy, this good energy guy. You can say the same thing as far as the bad energy guy. If we had the tailored same conversation, it would still be a great conversation, but also the feeling that you created would be different. And this is something that you can't fake. The bad energy is something you can't fake. And I'll give you an example. I was out with one of my friends the other day, and we went to this great place here in Miami. And I was talking to one gentleman, and he was just had great energy. He was happy. You could tell he was open to conversation. He always was smiling. He just had a good presence about him, right? It's what he created, and he was funny as well and intriguing. And I'm not saying you have to be funny to be intriguing, but this is what he was authentically. And then another guy approached me. And when this other guy approached me, he was a nice guy, but there was something off there. He felt very lost. He felt not as present, and I felt that he was putting up a facade to be something he wasn't, because possibly he didn't master exactly who he was as a man. So I say this first before I talk about how to show feelings responsibly, is because if you're not well balanced right now within yourself, it's going to be hard to balance out exactly how to have the right feelings for the right girl and for the right relationship. Because if you're not balanced out yourself, you might get attached to another woman. You might seek validation for a woman. You might find yourself chasing women to fill a void that you're avoiding. So that's why it's so important that we talk about this first. Now, I'm not saying that you have to constantly be perfect, this perfect guy, in order to do this work, and you have to be healed of everything. No, no one's healed of everything. But the difference here is that you're contributing to your personal development. You're contributing to your work. And when challenges arise, you start saying no to those challenges and you start saying yes to those challenges, and no to the wrong things that you have had patterns and cycles that haven't been able to nourish you and flourish you in your life. Now let's move on how to show feelings responsibly when you start dating, girl, now that we got that out of the way. All right, how to show feelings responsibly to a woman is by coming from a place of integrity. But number 2 is by pacing yourself within the dating process and the courting process. Number 3 is building attraction. Number 3 is by building attraction subtly. And what I mean by this is sexual attraction, emotional attraction, sexual desire, question-based dialogue, seeing each other, and pacing yourself overall. And the last thing is holding yourself accountable on your purpose, and holding yourself accountable that you are exactly where you need to be and you are enough. Once you show feelings, you don't progress and say, I'm in love with you and I want everything and I want this and this and this and I just want to be married to you and I want to buy a house and I just want this and I'm going to put a ring on your finger tomorrow, when you've never had the conversation before. No, you don't do this. Everything is natural steps. You take one step and you see that the woman's taken another. You take another step, you see that the woman's taken another. Or you see that the woman's taken a step and you take a step. This is progression. This is natural, authentic attraction. You don't go, and I always say this, you don't dive in 3 feet of water. You've got to swim in order to go to the deep end, in order to dive in, right? So why would you just go all in a relationship and show all of your feelings when you really don't even know who that other person is fully? Because in order to know someone, it takes time. And it doesn't matter if you spend 24 hours with them for the first 3 days straight, you still don't know them. So understanding these important principles and how to show your feelings effectively is so important to today's world of dating. If you liked today's video, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up, and I welcome your comments, questions, concerns below. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.